And we're at the town.
We collapsed in the desert, and this can't be heaven. Where are we?
Oh, come on, that's just obvious. Guess you found me, you're pretty good. I'll teach you to cook as a reward. Okay, what do we learn? Okay. I'll give you this so you can practice. 3 ingredients. Oh, what? Uses all damage inflicted on allies and enemies during battle. Okay. That was just hiding off screen. Leaving so soon? You're quite welcome to stay as long as you want. Okay, so does that mean we get a full... Looks like we got a full recovery. You awake? Are you alright? You passed out by the town entrance. Curious on what that creature was.
Good morning.
Don't you want a morning kiss?
Oh, Yuri, are you feeling better now?
Yeah. How about you guys? Are you alright?
Seems to be a knock on the door. 2 seconds, chat. Okay, just some guy. Okay. Possibly a cold caller, whatever.
Yes, it would seem that way.
We all collapsed in the desert, right? So what are we doing in this town?
Seems like someone came to our aid, though we're not sure who.
I wonder what kind of praiseworthy fellow could cross such a toasty desert and save so many people.
We need to find whoever it was and thank them.
What about the couple who was with us?
They appear to have been brought here as well.
So they didn't get a look at our rescuers either?
Apparently they lost consciousness like the rest of us.
Okay.
I believe the 2 of them are having a look around town.
I wonder, was it just a mirage?
What do you mean?
Oh, just before I blacked out, I saw that dragon that got the air under control back at Katos.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't you see it, Estelle?
Excuse me.
No, I didn't see anything.
And that monster must have saved us or something.
Yes, must have.
A monster saved us? I can't believe that.
Was it just a mirage then? So what's the story? Where exactly are we?
A kindly gentleman is looking into that very matter for us.
Kindly gentle... Oh, you mean the old man?
Oh. Rita and Carol are awake.
There's no barrier here. This town is weird.
I thought the mountains in the east were supposed to be uninhabited.
Rita, Carol, over here!
What's that?
The monster that attacked us in the desert dropped it.
I didn't see any feathers on that thing.
That's one of Pharaoh's feathers.
A feather colored like a flame. It's no ordinary feather.
But why would that monster have one of Pharaoh's feathers?
Man, there's so much we don't know.
Welcome back.
And just why was it up to me to go tromping off on a recon mission?
If I'd gone, this sweet young lady would have been all alone with you. That's far too unsafe.
Oh, look at Repeat. Oh, he's happy to see Yuri. And yes, Judith, you were right.
Unsafe? You can't possibly mean me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I think I'm gonna gag.
Suppose I don't mind people thinking I'm dangerous. Adds to my mysterious charm.
Mysterious charm, pushing it a little bit.
It seems we're in Jormgen. You know, that town from the diary on the ghost ship.
What?
Wait, this is Jormgen?
The town that needed the clear seal crystal to protect itself from monsters?
It makes sense. They don't have a barrier here.
That must be why they were searching for a way to drive away the monsters.
But that was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and I find it strange that they were getting by at all without a barrier.
You're right.
Aye!
What if we were to show this case to one of the locals and ask them?
Yes, we might learn something about Pharaoh that way as well.
I agree.
So, we're in Jormgen. Okay. The Heartland town, Jormgen. I was imagining this place to be like on like a... near the shore or something. Not inland. In a goddamn desert.
Hey, do you mind if I have a gel?
Carol, I don't really think you should eat those unless you need them.
But I can't stop thinking about how good they taste. Or the smooshy way they feel between my teeth.
I noticed we've had fewer gels lately. You've been snacking on them, haven't you?
I want them so badly I can't sleep. And here you've been eating them while we weren't looking?
I haven't been doing anything like that. Wait, Rita, you were losing sleep over gels?
No, of course not. What are you talking about?
They're not snacks, you know. They might be small, but they're pretty expensive.
I can't say I like their taste or texture very much.
Perhaps they're not too pleasing to a princess's palate.
No, that's not it. I don't think they're that good either.
I'm addicted to their simple taste. You just don't get it.
Gels were made sweet and soft, so they'd appeal to children after all.
Are you saying my sense of taste is childish?
What's the matter with that? You are both children.
I mean, yeah, Judith's not wrong. Judith's not wrong in the slightest. Our village chief is a great man, but the sage is even greater. The sage will drive out any monster that may attack us. Welcome, travelers. From so far away, I'm afraid our village doesn't have anything particularly special to offer. This little archway reminds me of Benora from Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII. Colosseum, scene of boundless bloody battles. It's so thrilling. I want to die in that stone circle someday. It's my dream. Wild, isn't it? It's a shame the Colosseum is so far from here.
What was the deal with that weird monster we ran into in the sands of Kogor?
Just the thought of it still sends chills down my spine.
Was that thing even alive?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it wasn't anything like other creatures that make their home in the desert.
Huh. Another astute observation from Captain Carroll.
Whatever it was, I hope we never see it again.
Me too.
It's funny how everyone passed out after we beat it as well. Another limit bottle. Okay. Today's suggested synthesis? No. Limit. Ooh, large size bag. Oh, that's for Carol. Okay, that could work. Limit trio. Welcome, welcome. Buy. Yeah, I'm buying these. That's the only issue. You need to also buy like half this stuff as well. I don't need to get the melange gel. Not anytime soon. Let's have a cure bottle. Nope. Symbol tent. 50%. Okay, that could do us quite a bit. Amethyst. Diamond. Okay. Greatly increases light resistance. Increases darkness resistance. Reduces physical damage by 10%. And that... Okay, that elemental damage by 10%. Okay. Synthesis. Pirate's knife. Let's just keep having a look. There's 2 of these. There's a few of these as well. Hold on. Let's just have a look at our stuff. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of tempting to upgrade one of these. Hi, Sugarugi. Oh, Sarugi, I mean. Yeah. Got that wrong. Bastard sword. Okay. Let's have a look. War harpoon. Shiva. Ooh. A mystic spear representing 2 forces. It has the power of heaven and hell. Could do with some cockatrice claws. See, until we get further into the game, it's kind of almost pointless worrying about any new equipment because we're doing so fine at the minute. Are you people from somewhere else? Isn't it pretty here with all the flowers blooming? Yes, let's just say that. You came from across the sea. You must be so tired. Been on a ship for a long time. Yes? What? No? Last year? What's that? This town is currently facing a terrible crisis, the threat of a giant monster attack. Everyone says we can accomplish anything with the siege on our side, but is alright to believe that? Oh, item! Chest! Box! Chest! Ah, damn it! Huh?
That box.
Do you know something about this box?
I was just...
Launchy had it. Where did you get it?
Launchy?
On a ship called the Atherum, my lovely lady. Have you heard of it?
Of course. You know about the Atherum too?
Yes. We happened to come across it on the ocean.
Did you see Launchy?
And Launchy would be...
Oh, Launchy is my love. I'm sorry to suddenly get so personal.
Hold on. This in 1,000 years. So unless that ship was lost in a different time space where it seemed like 1,000 years passed, but it didn't. Or this is some kind of an illusionary ghost town. I mean, we are in the desert after all. It could be an illusion. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Your love. Damn it. Hey, Carol. Your turn.
You're hopeless. All that we saw was, the ship itself. Oh, I see.
Could I ask your name?
Oh, my name is Yuafan.
That's the name that was in the diary we found on the Atherum.
Perhaps she's a descendant with the same name?
Do you know about the clear seal crystal?
They say it has the power to drive back monsters.
The sage said it was necessary to make a barrier around the town. Is that what's in the box?
Yes, we came to deliver this box to you.
I see.
Hey, is that the key?
Could I have the box? Wow, is this the clear seal crystal?
Looks like it.
It's so sparkly and glittery. A treasure even more beautiful than sea sparkles blooming on the surface of the ocean.
So who's that sage you were talking about earlier?
The sage is a great Critian who came to our town from across the desert. A Critian?
Well, creating a barrier is basically creating a Blastia.
Blastia? But we can make Blastia with current technology, right?
There are people who do. You saw the Blastia at Emmete Hill in Cair Bakram, but I don't think that sage guy is the one who made those Blastia with messed up formulas.
I'm sorry. I don't really understand. But the sage said that the clear CL crystal was needed to create the barrier. So Longchi set out to look for it. It's been 3 years since he left.
3 years, huh? You must be worried.
Wait, this sounds weird.
Yeah, the stories don't match up.
You'd think she could have miscounted by 1,000 years?
How old is she anyway?
The same thing could have happened 3 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, probably.
They say that history repeats itself, but who really knows?
Is that sage in this town? Where does he live?
Oh, yes, he lives in the house farthest into the town.
I think it might be faster if we went to talk to the sage.
Yes, maybe so.
If you're going there, could you take the clear CL crystal to the sage for me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go.
See, Carol picked up the thing that I was saying. Because one of them did mention that the 1,000 years shtick. So unless that board in the mist was in like a weird temporal time anomaly where 1,000 years pass within 3 years, or again, desert town looked, well, let's just say it
So after
could
all
be an
we went
illusion.
through to cross the desert, we can't meet Pharaoh.
And after you've all risked your lives to help me.
Maybe it's better that we didn't find him after all.
Yeah, if we had to fight him now, we probably wouldn't make it out.
Think about it though, Pharaoh can fly. He's free to be pretty much anywhere at any time. Tracking him down will be a tall order unless he's got a lair somewhere in the area.
No one's saying that meeting him will be impossible.
We might get some information if we ask around in the town.
You're right. Thank you, both of you.
Right, that dog's here. Woof. If you have a question, you should ask the sage. You can really depend on him. Our current mayor is too young and reliable. Sage's wisdom truly speaks for him about his rich experiences. Kids must be worried. If only they didn't come looking for us. Thank you so much for saving us. I want to hurry back to Mantek to see the kids. We're gonna have to go home eventually. But this is so peaceful. Nobody here really knows the value of doubt. I don't want to speak ill of the sage either, but anything can happen, right? This way should be where the... yeah. My father died very suddenly and I found myself governing this village. It isn't going well at all. I don't know what I would do without the sage's help.
This town's weird. It's in the middle of the desert, but look at all the plants.
It sort of reminds me of Mantake.
Yeah, but there is something different.
Really?
There may be more here than meets the eye. Maybe the truth is hidden away.
Leave it to Judith to put things into perspective.
The better the intuition, the more you see.
Hey, I have intuition.
Okay, girls. No one's saying that you don't have good intuition. But I would possibly consider that Judith's probably the older of the ladies. Oh,
Excuse
Duke.
me.
Huh? Hey, that's... You're...
Who exactly?
We've run into each other a couple times.
You? How have you come to this place?
What do you mean, how? We walked. As in, across the desert.
I see. And yet, how did you... No matter. For what reason have you come?
We're a little curious about this.
This must have cost you dearly to obtain.
Actually, it just sort of landed in our lap.
That was quite a miracle.
You're planning on making a barrier blastia, aren't you? You're free to go pretending you're a sage, but forget about making any blastia. Who would even consider building a barrier blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
So Duke is the sage.
Lacks an inscribed formula? What do you mean?
They are most commonly known as Apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
Apatheia. That word was mentioned a few days ago.
So this is an Apatheia?
There we go.
That the treasure you've been looking for, old man?
Also, I am not the sage.
Huh?
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
Whoa! What are you doing? Hold on a sec!
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mock!
Oh, man. Just when I found one.
The Apatheia bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
Okay.
Return to air? Is that really all you did just now?
It's still no reason to go smashing other people's things.
What kind of a person treats treasure so poorly?
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the Apatheia, needed to save this town from the monsters?
This town has no use for a barrier, and no need to be saved. This place has been granted everlasting calm.
Come to mention it, it is pretty quiet here.
But still, there are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to know about him yourself.
Please, tell us what you know. Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
I see.
You know something, don't you?
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Endelikeia despise.
You mean... me?
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the full moon, like in the legend.
So, Estellise must be a child of the full...
By Entelikeia, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Entelikeia have against me? Against a child of the full moon? What is this power the child of the full moon possesses that they despise?
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Entelikeia themselves.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the Full Moon.
But... Estelle, give it a rest.
Hey, Regay, Jaeger from Ruinsgate talked about the Entelikeia earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't seem possible.
Take your leave. There's nothing more for you here.
Wait, there's something I want to ask you too. What were you doing at that Air Krene? Just who are you? What is that sword of yours?
Those matters exceed your comprehension.
Oh, damn.
Do not ask of them again. Go. I have nothing more to say.
Where do you get off?
Rita.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Duke may have been the one that saved us in the desert.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that Child of the Full Moon he mentioned was the sister of brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named Child of the Full Moon. Your brother, brave Vesperia, watches over us from the skies. You remain bound to your mother, the Earth, and will shelter her with your unceasing protection.
Is there like a hidden meaning in there?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just an old legend.
Remaining to protect the Earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estelle is the child of the full moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like that.
This all sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, I suppose it might be a bit too complicated for you, Patty.
It's too complicated for you, too, old man.
Rita can explain it to you later.
Me?
Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next?
I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, apatheia, all kinds of things. Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes here.
But... Oh, that's too bad. I don't imagine the desert will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere without crossing that desert.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we? I'm pretty interested in apatheia myself.
If we're going back into the desert, we need to take time to prepare. We don't want to keel over again.
That's true. How about we leave tomorrow? Rita, one day should be enough, right?
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay then, we'll meet up near the exit tomorrow morning.
Right. See you then.
A lot of interesting things happening at one. Entelekia. I kind of forgot what they were mentioning about that. I remember the word. But Estelise is child of the full moon. That would explain why she's got the power to use healing art without the help of a body blastia.
I have nothing left to say to you.
You know, it's just stubborn, Duke. You might as well just give up.
You're not gonna follow him?
What's the point? He's not gonna talk to me.
So this was a complete waste of time?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Apatheia?
When the air crane went berserk, Jaeger was carrying this box. This box was what messed up my magic.
You think the apatheia is what's causing the air crane to go out of control?
Judging from the evidence, it could be a valid hypothesis.
So when the Blastia and Heliord was going out of control, you think there was apatheia nearby? And the air crane and cave mock too?
There may have been. Otherwise, maybe the apatheia has been damaging the whole world's air crane little by little. And a large distortion just happened to appear then.
I see.
It's really nothing more than a guess, but it could be right.
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
In science, you continually make hypotheses, then test them, and you get closer and closer to the truth. That's how it is.
I suppose that's true.
Well, okay. Maybe I can do something with this after all.
What are you gonna do now?
The next step after a hypothesis is testing it.
Don't like the sound of that one. It's coming from Rita. No, not now. I'll lose my concentration. But there's a really old key. It doesn't look like it would open. Really old. Okay. I wonder if I can open that later. So that's Rita spoken to. Ah, Raven.
Hey, old man. You can feel free to go on ahead to Nordopolica.
Hey there, youngin'. What? You want to get rid of me so soon?
Wrong. I just wouldn't want you to miss the new moon and your chance to deliver the letter all on our account.
Honestly, I could do fine without your concern.
Wrong again. If brave Vesperia gets in the way of Altosk's work, we'll be apologizing to the Dawn for an eternity.
What? You're too young to bother yourself with such fluff.
It's a matter of brave Vesperia being trustworthy. You see what I mean?
We've still got time left until the new moon. We'll be fine.
You sure?
Anyway, I ain't about to go back through the desert and that cave myself. If I got killed by some monster on the way there, not only would the letter not get delivered, but brave Vesperia certainly wouldn't look very trustworthy to potential clients then, would they?
In that case, we'd collect your bones and the letter and deliver them as promised.
Oh, how kind of... Wait! Hey!
Anyway, just as long as you won't go blaming me if you don't manage to deliver it on time.
No problem.
You can just blame himself. Don't be so cold. I may be old, but I'm a very sensitive guy. Right. Carol is up there, so we might as well go see him. Even now, I can see Lonchi smile. I wonder when you will come home. This town's weird.
We weren't able to find Pharaoh after all.
Yeah, our first job as a guild was an egregious failure. What do you think? Should we go back to Dongrest?
That might be best. But would you be okay with that, Yuri? And what about Estelle?
I'd be fine with it. As for Estelle, I'll leave that answer up to her.
All right.
This sure is a serene little town.
Huh? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? No guilds, no empire. It's a little strange.
Yeah, but I think it's relaxing.
Yeah, but even so, I prefer Dongrest.
That's how everyone is. Everybody prefers the place where they grew up.
You too, Yuri?
Well, yeah, sure.
But if we're gonna work together in brave Vesperia, we'll have to decide on a single place for our home base.
We could always make someplace new, you know.
Someplace new?
Yeah, you know, everyone thinks of Dongrest as the Union City, but it's really Altosk City. It could be like that. Brave Vesperia could make its own city.
Brave Vesperia's own city. Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, either way, we've got a lot of jobs as a guild ahead of us before we can be thinking about things like that.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, Nordopolica is Palestrale's city, isn't it?
Yeah, if you think of it that way, Nordopolica's more of a guild city than Dongrest even.
Yeah, and Bellius rules the city too. Nordopolica, Leader of a city, Duce of a guild. Wonder what sort of person Bellius is.
Yeah, the guild town, huh? I wish I can start one. Also, it's interesting that if Estelise is the child of the full moon, and I think she was the one that came up with the Brave Vesperia name as well.
So you weren't able to meet Pharaoh after all.
But I learned about some very important things. The child of the full moon, and the Antilochaea.
But the only new thing we learned was what those words mean. As for the reason Pharaoh's trying to kill you, it seems we won't know unless we go and ask him directly.
But you heard what he was saying. If I go to meet Pharaoh, he'll just wipe me out.
It looks like we'll never know the truth then.
After all this, it's like I'm being told that I should just give up.
No, no way.
Maybe...
Huh?
Maybe what I'm trying so hard to figure out isn't really that important to know at all.
What do you mean?
If I'd never met you, Yuri, and I just kept living my life in that castle, I would have lived without ever knowing about the child of the full moon, or the Antilochaea, or any of that. So maybe I could just go on living without knowing why Pharaoh wants me dead.
So you're saying you should just go back to the capital?
I think that's definitely an option.
If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you.
Yuri.
Our contract with you is null and void at this point, after all.
That's true.
It's just, I don't really like hypothetical situations. They're not real life. And I'm not too good at pretending to forget things that I already know. If you can do that, then I don't have any problem with it. But can you really?
Then I can't do that either. But I have no idea what I should do in this sort of situation.
You want to know the truth, but you don't know what to do. That'd be a good summary of your situation, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'll think about it. Okay, we've spoken to nearly everyone. Where's Paddy, actually? Oh, there's Paddy.
Would you like a skewer?
Is it any good?
Why don't you try it out? It's my grandfather's secret recipe.
What? But didn't you say you had amnesia?
I know everything there is to know about Eifried. I traveled all over researching about him after all. That's how I figured out Eifried was the one who told me my name was Patty.
Eifried told you your name?
That's my oldest memory. Just remembering that fond look makes me feel all warm inside. I don't know whether he's really my grandfather or not.
but I feel that he was such an important person to me that I can't help but think that's who he is.
I see. Still, it might have been smarter to keep that to yourself.
But
You're used to it, huh?
I don't let small stuff like that bother me.
Crying gets you nowhere, was it? But even if you understand that in your head, your emotions aren't necessarily gonna listen.
I'm more patient than a camouflaged stone flounder sitting still in a field of stones.
Oh yeah? But your info broker turned his back on you too.
It's nothing. Things will work out. Tomorrow is another day. What will be, will be. In any case, you need to eat up if you want to cheer up.
This is good.
Didn't I tell ya?
Dry-eyed DM. As much as she gives off the Ico vibes from Final Fantasy 9, she's still a fun little character. Judith should be over. Yeah.
You're always out walking around, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I'm a pretty restless person.
That's unexpected.
You seem to have some problems staying put yourself.
I'm pretty restless myself.
That's not so unexpected, I think. Maybe it's the wanderlust coming back to me from when I used to fly around with Baul all the time.
Yeah, back when you were wearing that weird white armor.
Yes. Are you going to look for Pharaoh by yourself?
Nah,
Oh, then where were you planning on going?
only a walk.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't it seem like we've been meeting this way a lot recently?
No, must be your imagination.
Yeah, sure. Did that white armor really look that strange on me? Oh. They'll start to worry if you don't start putting yourself together. Yes, this will do. You got it. Right, we've pretty much talked to everyone? The only one I haven't talked to is Rapide. Oh, looks like... Yep. Patty's outside, so that must mean everyone's gathered.
Glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? What's our plan after this?
I'm headed for the Air Crene and the Wizened of Kados, but I am curious about the Entelikeia too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Bellius.
I'd like to meet Bellius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
Bellius?
Yeah. Bellius is the Duce of Palestrale, which governs Nordopolica. She's the most important person there.
You're friends with someone that amazing, Carol?
Huh? Friends? Well,
It's Nordopolica for me too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. That's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Entelikeia hate the child of the full moon, which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Entelikeia, correct?
Yes?
I imagine Bellius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelikeia and the Colosseum?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Yes.
Well, we'll pass through the Wizened of Kados on the way to see Bellius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then, Nordopolica it is.
right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
What about Patty?
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica who didn't think too highly of Patty.
I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of them. As soon as I'm out in the open sea, everything will be okay.
Then, will you come with us?
Aye, that I will.
Right, back to Nordopolica then.
Didn't Belias only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Oh shit.
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Reunited with everyone. Oh, likes and dislikes.
Jormungand and Mantic are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
The ocean is very nice, yeah? It's a beautiful place, too.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
Oh, I love Judith. She is such a fun character. Right, there's nothing around here except that big, massive area over there. Which... Hold on. Am I getting bored in here? Hold on. Map doesn't really give off a good... Maybe I could get the board through there? Possibly? You know what I haven't seen in a while? Any, Oh, that's perfect. It gives us a chance to stay on the field. Okay. Also, what's this? Okay. There's a bit of land up there. You know, it's been... Well, we're fighting, it seems.
Here we go!
God, that camera is not great. Oh, come on. Looks like I'm using... Looks like the, Paralysis is stopping me from
Destruction field! I'll finish you!
That's good.
Take this! You're dead!
Nothing's dead. So that's 2 fatal strikes I've got. There we go.
I'm not done yet!
No, you are not. But in terms of that battle, yes.
Can a clear CL crystal really be used to make a barrier?
If they could, and we had enough, we'd be able to make as many barriers as we wanted.
Then even areas that suffer frequent monster attacks could be assured safety.
Yeah, but if it were possible, wouldn't something like that have happened by now?
Maybe it's best not to get our hopes up about it then.
Ever the realist, I see.
All I'm doing is speculating on the most probable outcome.
Actually, I think that's what being a realist means.
Yeah. Also, we need to heal Esteliz. God damn it. There we go. And I doubt this gives us anything. This stone stack. Oh, wait. Perfect. That was on. There's a bit of that massive structure, though, in the middle of the sands. Also, there's another way up on the other side. Curiouser and curiouser. Hold on. Oh, Duke.
Duke certainly has an air of mystery about him. He's a real man.
Patty prefers masculine fellas, I see.
I thought he was pretty cold. Would it have killed him to listen to us a little?
Maybe he was caught off guard. We did just kind of show up out of nowhere.
Did one of us say anything rude to him?
Probably you, Rita. Ha! Ow! Hey, no hitting!
I wonder if he's always lived here in Jormungand.
Who knows? I didn't get the feeling he'd been here all that long, though.
Duke is pretty weird, but this whole town is pretty weird, too.
It is weird, but you could live a quiet, comfortable life here.
Right. No, I wouldn't think that Duke lived there. It seems a bit of out of
Sorry
the
if
way
I hurt you.
for somebody as mysterious as him.
Starstruck. Let them die
Plus, he's all over the place as well. That's the interesting thing. Duke seems to appear from one place to another. The first place we seen him was at the very start of the game, where after we left the capital. That was an interesting place we bumped into him. Because that was just before the hordes of monsters started to attack. And that was just before we met Carol. I'm interested to know more about Duke the more we go through the game. Oh, it. And we control Yuri.
Here comes a new spell.
I don't even know what Rita just learned. Pages from a spellbook / enemies uses the incantation Wallace. Okay.
It tries soul shine.
Not bad.
I mean, I'm gonna be using Yuri for a lot of as I have been throughout the entire game so far.
The sign of victory.
Yeah!
Yay!
You got pretty good.
You know what? I'm going to switch the party up a little bit, because there's probably some celebrations that we haven't seen yet. Change Repeat with Esteles, and Carol with Judith. I want to know if Carol and Rita have some celebration animations or dialogue. Please let there be a reason to be up here. Please. Oh, hold on.
So hot. There's no shade or anything.
Oh.
What's the matter, Captain Carol?
Maybe it's so hot he can't speak.
You're already pooped? Weak. And you're also much younger than me.
Would you shut up? Aren't you hot under that thick coat, Raven?
Nah, this clothing is kind of special.
Let me borrow it.
Ah, my boy. If you're really suffering that much, I'll gladly lend you my stinky, sweaty clothing.
Never mind.
Yeah.
The heat is at
Good
least
shout,
better
Carol.
than your stench, old
Just
man.
back out of that one. Okay, there seems to have been no reason for this to be up here. Damn it. It's fine, it's fine. We can just head back to Montauk. Oh no, wait, we need... Hold on. Yeah,
We'll
Montauk
destroy
first.
them in no time.
I was going to say it's the cave first. Get out of my way! Okay, come on. Let me attack! Centipede.
Take this! Azure Wolf! You're gone!
Oh, sharpened rage. Right through that which blocks our future.
Yeah, both got it.
Nah, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, for anyone who wants to catch up with the rest of the playthrough, it's up on YouTube, so you don't have to miss out. The last two videos may have had a bit of audio issue, which it was on my... That was on my end. My fault, really. Ooh, there's some items up here. Right, come on. Desier, Gold Dust, and Wolffang. And just the one farming of that? Screw you! I wanted more.
Roar!
Nope. Oh, yes! Fatal Strike. I'm gonna be taking a break in about
That's over.
5 minutes as well, because it is a bit cold in here. Like, I'm not usually cold in my own room, but holy crap. But also to any lurkers out there, thank you for watching. You don't have to speak in my channel to appreciate the content or anything like that.
Whew, we're finally here. I've seen enough sand to last me a lifetime.
Q-More's here. God damn it.
You're telling me.
I should have saved.
Look, there are people outside the town.
Wonder if that means the curfew's been lifted. Q-More!
Easy now. Haste makes waste.
Yes.
Indeed. We need to be cautious here and see what's going on.
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy a nice little tour of the desert, shall we?
But while we're gone, the children!
I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that giant winged monster. Then your children will be able to live in the lap of luxury.
Please, don't make us go!
Stop your whining. I told you vermin to get aboard. Now get moving this instant.
That's just how we were sent into the desert.
Why don't they get on board themselves?
Because they must know just how dangerous this desert is, just like what happened to us.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh!
Yeah, but what's he want to capture Pharaoh so bad for?
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by and watch, can we?
I don't think it's a good idea to go right now.
I'm afraid that idiot isn't going to listen to anything a princess would say.
Then what should we do?
Carol, come here a sec.
Oh, Yuri's got a plan.
What? Yeah, I could do that, but I'd need tools. Wait, you mean...
Yes, perhaps this will help.
How convenient.
Hold on. I was gonna say, who has a wrench just on standby?
You guys better bail me out if this goes bad.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought it might be useful.
Whatever.
What's he doing?
Now about all we can do is leave it up to the kid.
What is it with these commoners? They're slower than slugs. Get aboard, damn you!
Screw you.
Sir Q-More, everyone is aboard.
Everyone except yourself.
What? Me?
Those who do their jobs slowly will never learn without punishment.
Sir Q-More, please, I beg of you. I have a wife and daughter.
If you'd like to stay here, I'm sure I could arrange for them to go in your place.
Yeah, this dude needs to die. I'm sorry.
Now be gone with you.
This dude's an ear-hole.
Carol, don't worry. That young man is very capable.
Q-More's an ear-hole. Aha!
What's going on? Who was it that readied this coach? Fix the blasted coach! I will find out who's responsible for this.
I've got to hand it to the little runt.
You did it.
My heart was pounding like a drum.
This won't do anything more than buy us some time, though.
I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
We're still in the middle of our journey, after all.
Yeah, Cat and Carol would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head on.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so happy to see you. But there won't always be someone around to save you.
Thank you again for all your help.
Guess we should lay low at the inn for a while.
Yeah. Right. Knights in this town.
Using your power to terrorize people. There's not a soul in the lower quarter that evil. You've gone too far this time, Q-More.
That was a bit of a small bit of a cutscene dialogue. Let's save and rest. They did say get to the inn.
Oh, you've returned safe from... Welcome back.
Looks like they've still got guards watching him.
Yes.
You must be tired. Please enjoy your stay.
That Cumore punk is really a lousy guy.
Why are there so many lousy guys in the world?
It's probably some kind of disease.
It's gotta be the disease they call stupidity.
So you do catch on. I bet you're right.
I wonder why they're trying to capture Pharaoh.
I don't know, but at this rate, they're gonna send all of the adults in the town out into the desert.
And once the adults are gone, it might be the children's turn next.
No, that can't happen. If I just spoke to him as a representative of the Imperial family.
Are you forgetting what happened in Heliord?
Yeah, Estelle. He didn't care that you were the princess at all.
He's not the kind of person who'll reasonably listen to the words of a princess.
Whatever happened to the talk of going to Nordopolica?
So should we help the townspeople, or should we help ourselves?
Rita.
Don't you want to know what the Entelikeia is thinking? If so, you should put this whole business with Cumore out of your mind for the time being.
It's a strange feeling to be agreeing with you, but I think we should focus on meeting Belius for now. Even if we captured Cumore, we wouldn't have the authority to try him for his crimes. If we can't do anything about him, we should focus on what we actually can do.
I think I know what Yuri's thinking here. Exactly what Yuri did back at Dawngrest.
If only
I'm
Flynn
not exactly
were here.
a big fan of his idea, if he is singing that. But...
Flynn? But where is he?
I wish I knew.
Guess we can't kill two birds with one stone, huh?
I'm sorry, Estelle. We don't mean to be ganging up on you. It disgusts me, too, to imagine that jerk snoring all nice and cozy in his bed right now. But...
Rita, I understand.
Lock up a guy like that, and as soon as he's released, he'll just end up doing the same thing again.
Yep, you know what they say. The only cure for stupidity is death.
The only cure for stupidity is death.
He's gonna do it, ain't he? He's gonna go kill Cumore.
I guess I'll have to play by my own rules.
Parted with everyone.
Cumore.
No! Yuri, it's you! What are you doing here? Someone come quick! You would cross swords with a noble? Very well. I accept your challenge.
Oh, crap.
No! How could this?
You talk too much, Cumore. The time's come for you to make your exit.
Do you have any idea the trouble you're in for even pointing that thing at me? Wait! I'm not the one to blame. I've just been following orders. I had no choice.
Then don't hate me. Hate whoever gave you your orders.
Wait! How about this? I could use my authority to pardon all of your crimes. A fresh start. I may even be able to have you reinstated as a knight. I have no shortage of money. With enough money, I'm sure I could satisfy your every wish. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
There's only one thing I want from you.
Then what might that... No, stop! Stay back! Don't come any closer, you beast! I am Cumor, a captain of the Imperial Knights, the man destined to become Commandant! I beg you, spare my life! Please, no! Not like this! I don't want to go like this!
Tell me, how many times have you heard those very words?
Hello, Flynn.
My people have taken control of things here. The residents of this town won't suffer any longer.
That ought to put you one step closer to your next promotion. I'm heading back to the others.
Did Flynn just...
Yuri, we need to talk later.
Does Flynn know what we just did?
I'll be waiting. Down at the lake.
And Flynn has came to save the day once again. I wonder if they're gonna find... I wonder if Flynn or somebody else will spill the beans on what...
Who'd have guessed this town could ever be this lively?
Yes, it's a great relief to know the people here can live freely again.
I'm still in shock that Flynn actually came.
That was amazing timing!
But Cumor might just cause more pain somewhere else.
You watch. Flynn will have that guy behind bars in no time. Right, Yuri?
Don't think we'll have to worry about that anytime soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yuri? Raven, you're gonna catch a cold.
He wore himself out playing with all the children. You'd think he was 12 years old.
Welcome back.
They're still going out there. I can't keep up with them.
What happened to Patty?
She's still dancing. I really don't get kids.
I saw you having a good time, though. You're an awesome dancer, Rita.
You really want to be punched, don't you, Carol?
Shut up.
Yeah, there we go.
The old man's asleep already?
That was quick. Yuri?
Just gonna go have a word with Flynn. I'll be back.
Right. That is where we're going to take a break. Because that was intense. I should have been taking a break like 8 minutes ago, but that got like really interesting. Everything just hit high gear. But in the meantime, chat, I'm going to give us a break on that. If you're watching this part on YouTube, just skip to the next video, because we're going to cut it there.